What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is episode 3 of the Getting Started series. If you do not know me, my name is Darian Alexander. I'm a personal trainer here in Florida. And if you're new here, the Getting Started series, what is that exactly? Getting Started series is a series I recently just started on helping people understand some of the basics and mindsets, kind of like the mindset you want to take in approaching getting started in fitness, which is why it's called the Getting Started Fit series. Now, if you're new to this channel and this is the first video you're watching, I'd recommend you go back and watch the other 2 episodes of the Getting Started series. And kind of just start with that because these episodes are done in a step-by-step order and they're released every week. So subscribe, put the notification bell on so you don't miss any of that. This is a lavalier mic, if you're wondering what this is. I decided to try this out for this episode. Maybe you guys can hear me a little bit better. As I'm explaining things, kind of going through some steps. So the title of today's episode is The Learning Period. And so there's a learning period in fitness, just like there's a learning period in everything else that you would have in life, right? Like babies take a learning period. They have a learning period to learn how to walk and then eventually run. And it all starts by standing up and trying to stand up. So I'm gonna go through 5 different points, 5 different things I want you to consider and like preparing your mind, preparing yourself, and to learn, and what you're going to go through during the learning period as you progress on this journey of obtaining a fitness goal, whether it is losing weight, building muscle, and it could be either one, it could be both of them as a matter of fact. So all these things I'll be talking about are going to kind of interact in the same manner, in the same way, despite your goal. So stay tuned for the rest of that. Today, I'm actually going to be doing a full body workout, which, if you guys know me, I do not like full body training. Full body training is not my thing. It's just not my style. I've probably done full body maybe 1 to 3 times my entire fitness journey and working out and stuff. And this is probably like the first time I've actually willingly decided for myself to go ahead and walk in the gym and do full body training without the influence of anybody else. And I'm doing it because last week I was really just all over the place and I didn't make it into the gym very much. And when I did make it into the gym, it was very late at night. My training was not like super, it was not the way I needed it to be, the way I would want it to be. So just to kind of like re-stimulate the whole body and prepare myself for the rest of the training week, I'm doing a full body day today. Now, the approach I take with full body is a lot different from a lot of people. I'm not sure, maybe it's not, because the way I think of full body training, whenever I train, I always train in a 3-day split routine, which is either push or chest, pull or back, whichever one you want to call it, and then legs or lower body. So those are the 3. And I always focus on whatever the day is. I have that one of those 3 as the goal for the day. And so I'm gonna kind of take that, I'm gonna respect those 3 and apply it to the full body training and actually prioritize one of those 3 in a certain order for the full body training. So for today, I'm going to be primarily focusing on legs, but I'll be doing some chest, which is the 2nd priority, and the 3rd one is my back. My back has, been progressing pretty well, and the last time I trained back, it was very intense, and so I see that it's held up pretty well. But everything else is, I need to kind of like revitalize it, the legs and the chest. So, that's kind of the goal. We're gonna start off with some legs. Got to stretch and warm up. So stay tuned to see that. But I also want to say this. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Darian.the1.Alexander. I'm gonna be posting life updates and kind of stuff like that. You kind of see into my personal life, and you kind of hear some updates in regards to when the videos will be coming out, and what the next episode is going to be about. Just kind of some of the behind the scenes stuff, and that you don't get to see in these YouTube videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and it helps with the YouTube algorithm. So just like you're trying to make an effort here, please, and try to make an effort in your fitness journey, I'd appreciate it if you made an effort. Just at least leave a like. So let's go ahead and get to work. Start warming up. You gotta start with legs. Hardest thing, man. Hardest thing. Oh, one more thing. I thought it'd be fair just to let you guys know. Today's video is probably gonna be a commentary because somebody just came into the gym and connected their phone to the Bluetooth speakers and decided they're gonna start playing Megan Thee Stallion. So if you're a Megan Thee Stallion fan, you got another one of them here, which is why you should come work out. But yeah, that music's copyrighted, and I honestly don't want Megan Thee Stallion music in my videos anyway, so it may be just be a commentary today. I'm sorry guys, you won't be able to hear me talk to you right after working out, but I hope you enjoy it anyways, and thanks for watching.
What's up, y'all? So we're back. So the member that was actually playing music actually decided to go ahead and wrap up the workout and leave. So as you can hear, no music playing, and I'm actually now the only one in the gym, so I'll be able to go ahead and continue with this workout without having to do a commentary. So what you guys just saw me doing, I was just doing the leg press. I actually decided to do 10 sets of 10 on there. Obviously I didn't record every set because you'd be here forever, but I had about 4 plates on each side. That was a good weight for me. I probably could have done a little bit more weight, but you gotta realize that you have a whole workout to do. So, you know, just maximize that exercise for what it can be in comparison to the whole workout. So the next thing I'm doing now are leg extensions. So you're probably wondering why I went from the leg press to leg extension and why I didn't start with a squat. So just a few reasons why I actually can't do squats or deadlifts right now. Just a lot of technical issues. I could go way deeper into that in a whole nother video. But besides not being able to do those, I actually wouldn't on a full body day. I wouldn't actually do a squat or a deadlift, just because they demand so much energy. Big compound movements like that I probably wouldn't do. The only thing I'd probably do that's a compound movement in regards to full body training may be the bench press, but I would rather pick the dumbbell presses over that. And I would do pull downs, because pull downs aren't that taxing full body wise. So yeah, that's one reason why I wouldn't do squats. But yeah, the next thing is to do leg extension. I would have done some hyperextensions next, but I'm actually gonna save hyperextensions or GHRs, whichever one you wanna call them. I'll actually save that for my next leg day. For full leg workouts. So I'll do hip thrusts and all that stuff on another day, but I'm gonna do this and some calf raises. So I'm saving most of the posterior chain for another leg day, but yeah, so I'm super excited now that we have the whole gym to get for ourselves. We can go ahead and just continue on with this workout. I'm gonna do about 4 sets of 15 on this. I already did a set before I recorded. I'm gonna do it with about 20 pounds on there. That's, and it may sound like a little bit of weight for one leg at a time, but every machine is different. So whatever machine that you use for leg extensions that has 20 pounds on it may feel completely different and way lighter than this. But this Arsenal leg extension machine is super hard for some reason. It puts a lot of stress on the knees. So I'm not trying to strain my knees anymore. But yeah, let's get to it. Super excited to continue with this workout. So I'll see you on the next clip. All right, guys, so next calf raises. Boy, we all know I need to do calf raises because I was not given the genetics for calf growth, or good genetics for calf growth, so I gotta beat them up. Now, the ideal way to do this apparently is to go really slow with it. Not really slow, but nice and controlled with it, because apparently the Achilles tendon is a super elastic tendon, like most tendons are, but in this case it's particularly elastic. One, because when you're jumping, it's got to be, but secondly, the problem with that is that it takes a lot of the load actually off of the calf muscle itself, or the gastrocnemius, and the soleus, of course, because they all work in conjunction with one another. But yeah, that's how you want to do it. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do, I don't know, I think 4 sets of 12. I got like 160 pounds in here. Now keep in mind, every machine is different. So some machines, like at a local gym here, the calf raise machine I would use there, I'd only be using like around 60 to 80 pounds. So this machine, the sweet spot for proper stimulation is 160 pounds. So let's get to it. I also squeeze at the top pretty hard. I pause for a second. Yeah, maybe 160 isn't enough, but 3 more sets. And then we're gonna move on to chest. All right, so next exercise, we got incline dumbbell presses. So I'm actually deciding to do this instead of like a flat dumbbell press. Because when I do full body training, like I mentioned before, I like to prioritize what needs to be done for each body segment. So I prioritize the body group that needs to be prioritized by doing more of exercises in that time for the full workout. But I'll also be selective with whatever exercises I do, depending on the need of like my balances, my imbalances. So I'm actually doing incline dumbbell presses because I feel like I can bring up my upper chest more. It's there when I flex it, but it's not there when it's resting, and I want it to be there when it's resting. I want some more cleavage action, you know what I'm saying? And I'm actually not gonna go very heavy today. I can usually work with like 85 to 100 pound dumbbells, but I'm probably gonna work around with like 70s or 65s and get some volume in. Just like, you can probably tell that the basis for this workout is actually more on the volume side as opposed to weight. Since I've been doing 4 sets of 15, 4 sets of 12, and 10 by 10s on the leg exercises, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and do like 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps with 70 pounds on the incline dumbbell press, and then I'll proceed to use an incline chest press machine, and then go ahead and do some chest flies. And then I won't be doing too much for back, so I'll be doing probably some cable rows. Yeah, I think some cable rows and some face pulls. Yeah, I would do isolated cable rows and some face pulls, and that'll be about it. I'm not doing much for chest either, I'm not going really hard on chest because I do chest about 3 times a week. One is more like kind of like a way to close out the week by getting some stimulation in, because muscle growth is based off of stimulation, not just necessarily heavy weight. So as long as it's stimulated at the end of the week, it kind of adds that extra push it needs. But I have a heavy day on Tuesdays, and then on Fridays, I have like normal flat pressing day on Tuesdays, just to specify that, clear it up a little bit. And then on Fridays, I have more of like an inclined inclined angle basis. I'm not doing a lot of flat movements on Fridays, and I'm doing overhead pressing and a lot more accessory movements on Fridays. And the same thing kind of follows on Sundays, which is when I do my 3rd chest day. But it's less chest related and more accessory related, and a lot of volume. So I'm kind of following that theme for today, like I would do on Sundays, but with this, just isolating the upper chest and doing chest flies just to bring it out some more. So let's go ahead and get to work. Yeah, buddy, here we go. Oh. I ended up doing 15 reps. Too easy.
Hey guys, so quick interruption. I just realized I did not record step 1 of the learning period in the Getting Started series. Somehow, some way, I either forgot to record the point or I deleted the video with it, but I don't have it here in my video files. So step 1 in the Getting Started series, in this episode, the first step of the learning period, is to understand you learn to get better. So you're learning to become a better person, to be better at what you do, right? Learning is one of those things that actually tangibly that you can act on and do make you better day by day. So if you're learning every day, you're getting better every day. The more you know, the more you can do. So understand that it's important that you just keep your mind, keep yourself in a position where you're ready to learn. You're always trying to learn new things because you know you make more progress and results that way if you know more. The more you learn nutritionally, exercise-wise, and more about the body, you'll be able to manage it more and be able to influence it more to get what you need out of this journey. So thank you for paying attention and watching this far. We have another 4 more points to stick around. I appreciate all the support you guys are showing me. So back to the video.
Okay, so what's the next thing? The second step, or the second piece of information I want to share with you when it comes to you going down the fitness journey and going through the learning period, is to pay attention to how you're interacting with this new activity and lifestyle. it's super important. It's kind of like getting feedback of a job that you did, right? Like if you want business reviews, if you own a business or things of that nature, you want to get a review from yourself after everything you do, for the most part. It will accelerate the learning process for you, right? Because, I mean, naturally you're going to recognize certain things that come with certain work exercises and stuff, like especially if it's one that you're really bad at or one that is super uncomfortable for you, you're going to note to yourself, hey, this kind of felt this way and I'm not too happy about how it feels. Maybe I should remember that. Well, even for the good things or the time, like you just want to make sure that you notate, at least, to your best extent mentally, but it'd be even better if you wrote it down and took a note of what exactly you were going through. It's really good if you just paid attention to exactly how you respond to whatever you're doing. So it'll make your learning or make your experiences much more valuable to you. Instead of learning one piece of information every 2 chest exercises, if you take note of every chest exercise or every chest workout, every chest day, you'll accelerate your efficiency and your ability to more effectively train your chest or whatever body part you're training along that process of becoming better, right? So you're learning to get better, that's step 1. And number 2 is to make sure you pay attention to the response, to how you're responding to this, your reaction to this kind of lifestyle. And ultimately, you want to make this your lifestyle, since if you make your lifestyle so much easier to do, right? You don't have to force yourself to come to the gym. You don't have to force yourself to eat well. You don't have to force yourself to make good decisions and on behalf of your own health. So really, the end goal should be to make this a lifestyle. But one of the ways to make that happen is just to make sure you are responding to this attempt to change in lifestyle, or the attempt to change your lifestyle, by just keeping note of everything else. So we just finished doing up incline dumbbell presses. Feels really good. My chest feels great. Now let's go ahead and do some cable flies. I'll see y'all then. Ooh. Wow, that was a good set. Okay, so next and third tip. The third thing that comes with the learning period and managing the learning period the best way possible as you start your fitness journey. You want to make sure that, so the previous tip was, okay, take note of everything and every way that you feel, which way your body responds, what works best and what doesn't work best for you. After every positive action you take and taking a step forward in your fitness journey, right? So the third thing is to take what works for you and master it, right? Because you don't have to be good at everything, right? I mean, you probably are aware that you can't be good at everything. No matter how hard you try, you may not be good at everything, but you have certain strengths and you want to maximize those strengths as much as possible. So if you know really well that your body digests organic oats better than eating some grits in the morning, right? They're lighter on your stomach and they work just as well as in energizing your body and being a good carb source for you before you go to work out in the morning or something of that nature. An example of that nature, right? Whatever works for you, you want to maximize, right? And make it routine for yourself. You know it's gonna maximize your results. It's gonna get you the best. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you to be successful and accomplish your goals, right? You don't wanna be focused on, okay, what is everyone else doing? This person says this works best and this person says that works best. I mean, yeah, go ahead and try each one of them, but whichever one works best for you, you need to focus on. That'll make this learning period a lot easier to manage, more effective for you, and then you'll start seeing great results. So that's point number 3 I wanted to give to you. We have 2 more to go. We still have a whole rest of the workout to do, so let's get to it. Whew. So that wraps up the rows. I actually forgot to mention this, but I decided to skip the incline chest press machine because I'm running low on time. You know, got a budget on the time, got other things to do today, and also because, I mean, I went pretty hard on the dumbbell presses. I actually decided to do 15 reps instead of 12, and then do my chest flies. So I should be ready, kind of primed for Tuesday's workout. But next point, I want to give you all point number 4 in your learning period. I have this all notated down because, yeah, I gotta work on my memory. But next thing is, you definitely want to stay open-minded. So, you know, you're obviously going to come across some facts and knowledge that will demand an uncomfortable change. And you want to stay open-minded towards those things. So, like, if you have a suggestion made to you by somebody, like myself, and it demands something that's uncomfortable, something that you don't really want to do, you got to be open-minded and kind of just listen to the advice and try it out for yourself. So if I say that, you know, like, you know what's best for you. You know what's best for you if you stop smoking. Smoking may be something that you just do on your downtime or something that helps you relieve stress. It's gonna hinder your fitness goals. So if somebody like me, or you just hear the advice, and you know that it's the best thing to do, but it's gonna demand of you an uncomfortable change, you wanna be open-minded to it. Open-minded to the possibility of having some kind of form of growth, some development. You wanna aim after that, stay open-minded. Let me tell you, there's so many quotes out there, I can't pick one, but being closed-minded is one of, I would consider it an illness in any regard, especially when it comes to relationships. It can make things so toxic if you're just closed-minded and you don't decide to respect facts, respect suggestions, respect feeling. Really, that's what being closed-minded boils down to. So don't make that mistake, especially when, I mean, I do know that the last point was, once you've realized something that works for you, master it and work on it because it works best for you. You still want to stay open-minded to new things, because you never know that this next thing that comes may just be able to work even better for you than the thing that you mastered beforehand just comes. And that's where becoming adaptable and being super adaptive makes this journey a lot more effective for you, rather than just trying to stay the same. You're never going to change, you're never going to progress any further. There's this fact, just this thing where I want you to keep in mind that your body will not change unless it has a reason to change. So if you don't push yourself, or you don't change your environment, or you don't change some of your habits and some of the actions that you're taking, your body won't change because it sees no reason to. It demands a lot of energy to change. It demands a lot of time to change. So your body doesn't want to have to do that if it doesn't have to. But you just stay open-minded and take that open-minded approach when it comes to anything, especially when it comes to being suggested something. So, and I mean, you should know better also. Like, that's one thing too. If once you're open-minded and you learn about most things, you'll know what's BS and what's not BS, you know? So it'll just make you that more better of a person, that more better of in taking part of this lifestyle. So on to the next thing. I got face pulls and a little bit of arms to do and abs. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So if you just saw the last bit of my workout, the final tip I have for you guys, the fifth tip for getting started on this fitness journey and going through the learning period is you just gotta learn to like the good traits, you know, like good things, right? So don't despise the good things, even if they make you uncomfortable. So you wanna like the things like that make you uncomfortable. You wanna like being uncomfortable because you understand that being in your comfort zone doesn't produce anything. So you really like being uncomfortable because you're not in that comfort zone, that zone of unproductivity and that zone of, you know, famine and just drought, right? So you want to learn to be good, have like good traits like, you know, being uncomfortable, being patient with results. You got to appreciate that process, right? You don't want to be too anxious. You want to learn to understand and to like actually going through the slow progression of seeing results. Because, I mean, not only will you just, I mean, you're going to be getting results, right? There'll be quality results and you'll prevent you from getting hurt. You won't see these hiccups along the way unnecessarily, right? You definitely want to be excited that you're on this new journey. I mean, just be excited that you're on a new journey. So the fact that you're on a new journey means, okay, you're going to have ups and downs, but you're just excited to be on the journey. And as long as you keep the optimistic point of view, the optimistic perspective, it's going to be really easy to handle these problems that come along the way, if there are problems that come along the way. And, you know, the reason why you're so excited that you're on this journey is because you really can't be as excited that you're on the journey if you don't understand and realize this one thing, that you are investing directly in yourself, right? Everything that you do makes you better the next day. And you can say that every workout you do on the day of is 1% better than you were the previous day, right? Because you're making yourself better by being in here. It's just one of those one ways to directly invest in yourself without having to ask for anybody else's permission or the influence of anybody else, right? It's a one-man kind of thing if you want it to be that way, and you can get the results that you want and need yourself. So you're investing in yourself on this journey, and that should make you really excited. And you definitely want to do this. You definitely want to learn to tolerate the things you do not like, right? Like, to tolerate them, you know? Like doing cardio. Cardio's not your enemy. Cardio is just really uncomfortable. And if you can learn to like the things that you're uncomfortable with and to tolerate the things you just don't like, then there's really no way anything can stop you, right? You can't stop yourself. So if you don't get in your own way, nobody else can get in your own way, right? So anyways, guys, hopefully this was a beneficial video for you guys. Hopefully episode 3 was something that helped you realize that this is just a process, this is a journey. And part of this journey comes with learning to deal with things that you may not want to deal with, learning to deal with things and learning about yourself that you may be weakness right now or strength for you right now, and learning to adapt along the way. So I really appreciate you making it towards the end of this video. Please comment down below what you think how it was, and let me know what else you would like to see. I have many more episodes to go through. We have about we are on episode 3 now. We have a total of 9 episodes, so we have 6 more episodes to go. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I enjoyed making this content for you, so don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.